Welcome to episode 2 of Uncultured, the show about a man who has watched no cinema ever.
Just a couple.
Just ever.
No, just a couple, a few. A select few.
Okay, sure. Except Star Wars. We know you've seen that, for those of you who've listened to the first episode.
And for those of you who didn't, I'm Cameron.
And I'm Josh.
We got it this time.
Oh yeah, we remember to put it in. That's always nice. When people know who they're listening to.
So, a bit of follow-up from the first episode. We made a joke about an alien wearing a hat with a cane. And then you sent me something, Josh. What did you send me?
So I was talking to a friend of mine named Sam, who I think we referenced in the last one, about, well, we were listening to the podcast and he's talking about the goofy looking chest burster. And Sam said, you know what? That reminds me of a thing. Look up Spaceballs putting on the Ritz. And I did. And it was magical. What we're basically granted with is John Hurt reprising his role effectively as something happened to him and he's back in the space diner and he's palling around with his space buddies. He's eating his food at the table. He's looking relieved and then he starts coughing everywhere and a chest burster comes out and then does a rendition of Putting on the Ritz with a little boater hat and a goddamn cane and then disappears in a hole.
And for those of you keeping score at home, I have not seen that movie, so...
Just another one to the list, Spaceballs. That is some fine quality cinema though, like I will say.
I'm sure it is, but the list of fine quality cinema is a mile long.
Well.
So what is the movie for this week? I know the people at home already know because it's in the title, but...
Oh, is that how you've started? Okay.
We've seen the title.
Well, okay, this week, you and I are going to be watching with our eyeballs Independence Day.
There we go.
Okay, so yeah, we're watching Independence Day, directed by Roland Emmerich. It came out in 1996. What do you know about the film?
Okay,
Cameron?
So clearly it's directed by Roland Emmerich, and it came out in 1996.
So literally just what I've told you then.
No. Okay. Will Smith.
Okay.
And aliens have come down, and they're like, "Yo, let's go to the place with the most people." Wait, no, fuck China. Let's go to the US.
We forgot about China.
Yeah, let's just go to the US because I don't know. They go there and they're like, "Yo, what's up? I'm here to take your country." And Will Smith goes, "Nah."
Nah, bruh.
And they go to the White House and someone hacks a spaceship.
Okay.
And that's what I know.
All right. That's pretty solid. Okay. They hack a spaceship and then what? The movie ends in your mind?
Well, they probably blue screen the spaceship and it just crashes to Earth and they're like, "Oh, everyone's saved. Cool."
Oh, you're saying they hack the main ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I believe.
Okay, that's interesting. That's cool.
So clearly what they've done here, right, is...
poor man.
Yeah, they were going for the international audience, so they went, let's pick a holiday everyone knows and loves, the 4th of July, right?
The 4th of July.
I mean, we Australians celebrate that, don't we?
Do we?
No, we don't.
What the... I was just thinking, no, I'm pretty sure we don't.
The Europeans don't celebrate it. Africans don't celebrate it.
It's literally just the US.
So a universal movie for people of all cultures and ages, right? I feel like Will Smith definitely has a dumb one-liner like "Welcome to America" or like...
Oh yeah. No, I mean...
Or "Get a visa first," or something like that.
He just ramp it up to something more official. He's like, "Do a stat deck." Like...
Please list all the countries you've lived in the last 15 years.
Have you eaten this specific food? Oh, man. Okay, so... All right. Who else is in? We've got Jeff Goldblum. He's a favorite of mine.
Was he in Tron?
No. Jeff Goldblum. He was in Jurassic Park, among a few other things.
Is he the old guy?
No, he's not. Jeff Goldblum is like the, I can't remember his exact role. I mean, we should probably watch Jurassic Park next. But he's one of the team. You've seen it.
Yeah.
And you forgot. Jeff Goldblum's the sexy dude, gets his shirt torn open. He's like, there's a gif of it. There's gifs everywhere.
Okay.
All right. He's not the white guy or the white girl. He's not the hunter who says clever girl.
I vaguely
He's
remember
not
that
the
being
old
a thing.
guy.
Okay.
He's like, you want to dig up dinosaurs? No? We're getting off topic. We're talking about Independence Day. Something interesting, I was just doing some reading before just to make sure that I sound particularly smart for everyone. Hezbollah actually urged all Muslim people to boycott this film.
Okay.
Because it showed It showed Jewish people doing nice things, basically, is the reason for that Hezbollah said boycott it. So that's kind of interesting. That has, I mean, movies have those far-reaching sort of...
Has Hezbollah not tasted matzo balls? Like, it's undeniable that Jewish people have done some great things for people.
He's just like, make sure you stay away from the delis.
Yeah, I've been to Katz's Jewish deli in New York.
Yeah.
The Jewish people have contributed a lot to food. Pastrami? Hezbollah's tripping.
I like that you just like pastrami, and that's it.
Oh, look, we've covered matzo ball. Matzo ball, pastrami. Yeah.
Knish?
What's a knish?
Oh, fuck me. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to watch Independence Day. It's going to be pretty interesting.
Something else I know. There was a sequel last year. Apparently it was not very good.
Yeah, there was one. I actually watched it on the plane last time I traveled internationally.
That's where all the good movies are, right?
Well, it's good. I feel like that's where you go to watch the films that you don't want to pay $12 to see or $15 to see. You take a multi-$1,000 flight and you can watch them all just in one big hit.
That's where I saw the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. And to everyone at home who's like, he watched the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, but he hasn't seen Independence Day. Yes.
It happened.
Yes.
Okay, so Independence Day is it's going to be a good one. It's going to be some fun times. Yeah, actually, I can't remember the exact dates and times and whatnot on it, but there's this big destruction sequence that turned up in all of the it's better on DVD sort of videos.
You know what was my favorite thing about that? They'd be like, amazing picture quality, and they'd show you something, and you'd look at it, and you'd be like, this is footage from a video.
Yeah, I'm watching this currently on the VHS.
And your brain for a second, it's like, you know what, that does look better. And you're like, shut up, this is from a video.
Yeah. You're just like, my mind is telling me I should buy it.
I swear, this guy could talk anyone into anything.
I mean,
it's summer, give me your money.
Please deposit it too.
Please send Bitcoin.
Dogecoin.
I actually have $20 in Dogecoin.
Really?
It was $20 when I bought it. It's about 12 cents now, I think.
Oh.
It is devalued so fast.
Well, I mean, it is Dogecoin.
Look, I was told by a friend when Bitcoin was basically nothing and I didn't invest.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not missing the ride this time.
I'm not missing Dogecoin.
Oh, look, it was memes, and if anything does well on the internet, it's memes.
Yeah, memes and violence.
Yeah. This is why they don't let me invest in real stocks. This is the level of research I put into it.
Woo!
So, before we start the movie today, we're about to do snack and drink of the week. Da 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 da.
Snack of the week!
Yeah.
Last week, I picked the theme, and so thus I was blind taste testing. However, this time, Cameron picked the theme, and he will be blind taste testing.
And the theme this week, caramel. I hope this is good.
I hope so too.
I really hope you haven't just gone and got the caramel popcorn. But
look,
we'll
I knew there was a drink that I could have got that would have been disgusting, and you would have been like, I hate you, we're not drinking this. And I would have just spent the money, and it just would have sat there, like, shame.
I would have spattered over our mics.
Glasses.
Glasses.
Oh, wait, no, we don't need them.
There are 2 bottles, I'm guessing.
Oh, is that what you think?
Fine, alright.
I just, like, I hook up an IV to you, and I'm like, enjoy. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
We are not getting paid enough for that.
It's like, I just spend all the money I have on an elaborate snack system.
If Pepsi wants to balance out their bad PR, they can get me to put Coke in my veins. And once I go to hospital, they'll be like, what happened? Oh, it's Coke poisoning.
I put Coke in my veins,
yeah.
And it's no good.
Not the kind of Coke you'd expect either.
You're actually just, what is it, Frank Jung? She's like, I hit the blood toxicity level and I'm watching my kid's birth. And okay, that's another movie we should watch.
What is that?
Blow.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good one. Okay, so Cameron's eyes are closed and I'm going to rummage around for the snack.
Authentic background sounds, because I got told last time it's not Foley.
It's sound effects. It's sound effects. Okay.
All right.
Hear that ruffle?
Caramel popcorn.
Oh, so, okay.
All right, we'll see. That's a bar or something.
Okay, that's an interesting one. Put that to the side. I'm just grabbing the things.
How many snacks are there?
Okay, shut up. I'm asking the questions here.
Yes, officer.
What do you think this is?
Paper bag.
Wow, you were so wrong.
It's caramel slice or something.
Interesting.
I'm very worried. Alright. Oh, that's ginger beer.
Interesting.
Enough with the interesting.
Well, okay, bad. Okay, I'm going to. I mean, like, I've got to make a little collection plate.
You've put way more effort into this than I have. I picked one snack.
Well, I mean, that's okay. I
That's
don't
just the
hate
kind of-
you.
That's the kind of guy you are. You go above and beyond.
Yeah, I'm OG as fuck.
Is this fruit roll up?
It's a fruit. I just got some fruit roll-ups for you, bro. I got you some Natural Confectionery Company. Oh fuck! What is it with these individually wrapped things?
Here's the weirdest thing about that though. What fruit is caramel flavored? Tell me that.
That's a good question. Okay, and I'm just gonna open the drink for you, but I'm gonna open it really close to the mic.
Okay.
Oh god! If it opened.
That's yep. My hand's been out for so long. I feel like a beggar on the street.
Okay.
All right. This sounds like a
Snack the first.
snack. The first. Okay. What?
It's in his hands. He's feeling it.
Can I just bite this like straight off?
I
Is
mean-
it not wrapped?
No, you can bite it.
Oh no! It's a Kit Kat. Kit Kat caramel.
Interesting.
What?
Very interesting.
Hold on.
Would you like to put it down or would you like to finish it?
It's really good. Put it down.
Alright, hold on. Let me take it off here and I'll put it
Okay,
back on the
okay,
packet.
Okay.
Okay, that's back in. Okay.
That is not caramel Kit Kat. Hold on. That wafer is not right. All right.
I haven't tasted it, keep in mind, so I can't tell you if you're accurate or not in terms of what things taste like. But here is Snack the Second. You can bite into it. It's unwrapped.
This is like a marshmallow log stick, but I think it's a layer of biscuit at the bottom. I'm not sure. This one's good as well.
This is also good.
So this is the caramel popcorn, yeah? Oh yeah.
Yeah, he knows what's good.
Oh yeah.
He know Pappy look after him.
So that is the caramel popcorn. I just want to say, I called it. I mean,
You called the caramel popcorn.
I did give you such a narrow thing that this is basically all you could pick, but
Well, you'd think so. Alright, don't forget the drink.
it's just Coke.
Just Coke?
Whoa, what? What the Oh, this is the Coke Ginger, right? This is the Coke Ginger.
Yeah. Pick that one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. That's good.
It is.
Alright, you can open your eyes and look at the snacks
Okay.
before you.
Alright, so, drink of the week. Limited edition Coca-Cola Ginger.
It was on special.
And it is special. It tastes nice.
It's a special time. The first snack we had him try was Tunic's Real Milk Chocolate Caramel Wafer Biscuits, and it has a picture of a creepy kid on it.
So that one is not... I thought that one was a Kit Kat, but tell you what it is. Really nice.
Check it out in your, food of the world aisle.
How do you spell Tunics for the people at home?
Tunnocks. Tunics! Yeah, I think, now I'm going to try it because I haven't tried it. Snack the second. Cadbury Caramel Cake Bars.
Okay.
Was it good?
It was quite nice.
Oh,
I think I prefer the Tunics.
yeah. Ooh. Oh, yeah.
It
That
does
tastes
kind
like
of.
a poverty snack.
What? Hold on. What do you mean?
Like,
I'm offended on behalf of Mr. Tunic.
of the creepy kid on the packet.
I think that's Mr. Tunic's son or something.
Who they drew just before his death in the iron lung.
Okay,
No. Okay,
okay,
look,
okay.
I probably misspoke, but it's too chewy and it's not snappy enough. You know what I mean? That's like a chomp.
Disagree. I love Chomp.
But you're allowed to be wrong once.
So hold on. Let's give a shout out to the popcorn. What flavor? What
Oh.
brand popcorn do we have?
Johnny's Popcorn Delights. Get your popcorn here.
Let me try. Get your popcorn here.
I love the movement you put with it. You
Yeah,
look
for
like,
everyone at home, I did like a weird chicken sort of. Did I? Or was I?
No, it was
I
like...
was a rowing machine. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I was going to say, it's like Magnitude from Community. He was like, pop, pop! like, locking the arms back. There was some popping going on. All right, I actually haven't tried this Coca-Cola Ginger, so... That's pretty good.
Is that Foley?
Yeah.
Hey!
Sort of. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty close.
All right, we have Foley.
Yeah. Foley is noises that humans make.
So realistically, this podcast is like what 40 minutes of Foley.
I mean, sort of, yeah. Okay, so us talking, dialogue.
Mm.
Right? These sort of mouth sounds. I'm not
Disgusting.
sure if you would call them Foley or a sound effect, but I would probably call them Foley because, like, if you saw someone making those sounds and they weren't there, you'd be like, I mean, one, thankful, but two, you'd be like, I feel like there should be some mouth noises in there. Any closing remarks before we get started, Cameron?
Welcome to America.
Fuck. And maybe that's mine. I don't know. Okay, we're going to start this off and we'll let you know how it goes. All right, that was Independence Day.
I was led to believe that movie is a lot better than it is. Let's pull back for a split second. Snacks, all right?
Snacks, yeah.
Because for me, this is the most exciting part of this experience. All right, so snack of the week. We got to pick the one because this 3 snack thing is not going to cut it, all right?
Yeah, we did have some good snacks.
So my snack of the week. I remember saying last week I was very happy to shill for the terrible, terrible Twisties pizza if they wanted to come to us. I would be much happier to shill for Tunic's caramel wafer biscuits. They are fantastic. They are my snack of the week.
You were a fan. That's good. Well, I'm glad you appreciated them. I kind of went overboard, so I hope you give me the goods next one.
So, what's your snack of the week?
Look, I thought the tunics were really good, but as far as like the bar type things we got, I like the cake bars just because that was kind of like they both had something good to give, but I kind of like that cakey vibe more often. But just in terms of general, I really dug these popcorn delights, Johnny's popcorn delights.
So,
because they were good, they weren't super sweet.
I feel like you're backpedaling because you were talking a ton of crap about Tunic's caramel wafer biscuits, right? You're like, this is like Chomp, and I said I like Chomp, and you went, oh. What is this?
Yeah, look, okay. It's one of those things where I feel like I'm stealing Donald Glover's shit here, but Chomp is the hand job of chocolate bars.
It's like,
that's pretty good, but you know what I really want? Anything else. No, they're not that bad. I like, after having a couple of the Chunix bars, they were pretty good. Like, it was definitely much better than I would say a Chomp is. Okay, so don't hold that against me. It's just my personal preference.
If you're in marketing, here is your avatar for people who like choc bars, right? This is me. I roll into Woolworths. I'm like,
you're like, yo, give me your biggest disease-ridden piece of shit. And they're like, oh, we got a bunch of chomps in the back.
No. I look at this and I'm like, yo, I want chocolate, but I don't want to spend more than $1. Not because I'm broke, but because I'm cheap, right?
Okay.
80 cents. I buy this thing. I eat it. It's like 120 calories, so I can pretend I'm going to walk that shit off. If I eat the Mars bar, I'm like, oh, that's today gone.
It's fucking game over from that point.
Yeah. So, pick one snack of the week.
Look, I'd say it's definitely the Johnny's Popcorn Delights.
All right, so I will shill for Chunks, and you can shill for Johnny's.
Snack segment done. I want no more of that shit. Yeah, the story. Now that you you've watched the film, your 30-second. This is what I know about the film synopsis. Give us your breakdown of the synopsis, and we'll talk about it as we go.
All right, it's basically like I said, aliens come, and they're like, "Oh, America's not great. Let's get them."
Well, they clamoured around the world.
I mean, sure, but 15 and 3 of them are in America. So
okay, sure. Yeah, I think that. I mean, the interesting thing is that they were like separated stories of just things happening. And they all just kind of worked them in. They mushed their storylines, their story arcs together. You know, so you've got David working in the radio station. He's like, oh no, our pictures are all shitty. The satellites are going weird. Why are the satellites going weird? They don't know. But they picked up a code. And then we go back to the scene prior. Found out it's because there's fucking aliens that are taking out satellites. You know, and then that's the government angle here. There's just like the average Joe / not average Joe at all. Was friends with the president before he was the president, then punched him in the face.
Look, I support that. I didn't like that president.
Yeah. I remember him being a lot more like charismatic when I was younger. Like, I mean, is that just me being an idiot? I don't know. Maybe it was just me remembering it differently. But watching the way he portrayed it, he was that a little bit shystery.
This is something I always notice with Americans in movies. They have a lot of respect for their president.
Yeah.
I'm sure if there was Independence Day, but in Australia, the Prime Minister's walking around, and everyone's like, "Oh, shut up!" Like,
Yeah, yeah.
we don't want to listen to you.
He's like, look, for 1 second, can you just fuck off, mate?
So people get out of cities because there's a ship over New York, over LA, and over DC.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah. They go to the president, and he's like, "Oh, it's counting down. Get out." And so
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yep.
Jeff Goldblum's character, David. That's not him, but yeah, Jeff Goldblum's character, David, notices this recurring signal, decides to call in his contacts. The Secretary of State, that Constance, he decides to call her and be like, I've noticed something fishy about the signal. It's a countdown. And that's what spurs them to evacuate the cities. But by then, it's pretty late. It's pretty late.
So they leave. Whole bunch of stuff gets bombed. It's Will Smith's family, right? Will Smith's family.
Well,
that
no.
is in the car,
Yeah,
and the thing goes off.
It's the people he's with, but they're not the family.
All right, sure, but by the end of the movie, they're the family. This is what's a load of shit, right? This space laser has destroyed buildings, the White House, everything. This tunnel is fine, right? She jumps into a room off the side of this tunnel. Why don't they just make everything out of tunnel?
Yeah, tunnel everything.
This is worse.
Tunnel banks.
This is worse than the Indiana Jones fridge scene. Everyone hates that. They're like, this is so dumb. They didn't even close the door.
Wait, are you sure you've actually seen Indiana Jones? It is a movie you've seen?
Yeah. I've seen the Crystal Skull.
Oh, you've seen. Okay.
And Temple of Doom. And Temple of Doom. And I don't know. That's on the short round, right? The Asian kid and the boulder.
Oh my god.
That's Temple of Doom. And the one where they're like, "Oi, here's the Grail. Drink from the Grail." And then one guy drinks from it, and he gets really old, and he dies.
I hate you so much.
No, I got it. All right.
Back to the thing. Yeah, she jumps in the tunnel, and there's a giant fireball, like a massive radius from the explosion of the alien ship on the city. It's just rolling down the street. She's trying to kick open this tunnel door. She's got a kid Dylan with her, and the dog's just sat by the chair of by the vehicle they jumped out of. They finally get the door open. She's yelling for the dog. Flame fireball rolling down the street. Rolls past the door just in time for the dog to jump in before the fireball rolls in. Now, if you were to look at how a fireball would actually react, it would just go right into that room. Just crisp them right up.
Why is the door not closed? I'm not waiting for that. You're dead. I mean, that's ridiculous. That dog had his chance to get in the room.
From there, it just kind of jumps back to Will Smith's kind of thing.
Does it? Because what I remember is everyone's on Air Force One.
Oh, yeah. They're on Air Force One.
David's dad is like, "Oh, you guys have Area 51." And the president's like, "No, we don't." And someone's like, "Oh."
Yeah, his Secretary of Defense is like, "Well, actually."
Where has this idiot been the whole time? The second the aliens show up, you're like, "Oh, we've had guys working this for 15 years. No, you wait till after everything's exploded and you're in the air to go, "Oh, yeah, no, it does seem familiar."
And only after pressured by an old Jewish man,
Oh,
he's outed you. He's just like, what do you mean?
I'm sure there are big fans of this movie, and I'm sorry, but I don't get it.
Yeah, look, I think it's not like it was a raving success. It has like a meta score of like 5.9.
Okay.
So yes, fanboy's gonna fanboy, but it was okay.
I'm sure I'd be a lot more impressed in the day because some of those effect sequences still look pretty good.
Yeah, this movie has a bit of legacy, stemming from it. The whole thing of disaster movies, big important structures being blown up. That was a thing that couldn't be done realistically, in the past. Like, it was getting better, sure, but when you compare it to like Alien, that explosion, that big ship explosion, of course, movies years apart, but the difference between the effects was night and day.
I maintain it's much easier to blow up a scale model of the White House than it is to blow up a ship in space.
Well, it's not like they did blow up, a real White House. No, they did blow up a scale model.
Yeah. But it's easier to make a 2-inch scale model of the White House and blow that up than it is to CG a ship exploding its face. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you could just kind of have, a 2-inch scale model of your ship and blow it up in a black room.
Yeah, look, but they had 20 years to plan, so...
Yeah, so, I mean, that was the thing behind Independence Day, is sort of from this point onwards is when you started to get minus movies that used extensive practical effects, where you got to see a lot more of those grand scale destruction movies. Think your 2012.
I've seen this movie.
Yeah. Okay,
I haven't.
big destruction movies. You started to see like better and better effects coming out of this thing, and like you said, there were a lot of effects in this, in the movie that didn't look half bad. Like, sure, there were elements where you were just like, it kind of looks like a potato chips flying at me that's meant to be debris, but you did still have that sort of. You weren't thrown out of it as much, where you were just like, I'm seeing a shitty old explosion.
Yeah, where are we in the story? We get to they're in
Well,
Air Force One.
they talk about
They go to
Air Force
Area
One.
51.
Yeah. So just prior to them being on Air Force One, they've scrambled the jets and tried to do their first offensive, and that's where Will Smith comes in. He gets
his buddy gets shot down.
his buddy gets shot down. He
They can't attack the ship. It's got shields.
Yeah, it's got shields, so they just die. Will Smith's character does a sick canyon chase with one of the alien ships.
That is true.
And manages to crash it out in the desert, which he opens up to scold it for making him destroy a ship.
And he says, very close to what I guessed, it's not welcome to America, it's welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
And he punches the thing in the face.
That was pretty good. I feel like, in my head, I felt proud because I feel like that was a very Australian thing. I don't know why. Just punching in it, like, doesn't matter what it is, like, oh, extraterrestrial thing. It's just like, mate, fuck you. Like, fucking making me destroy my shit.
Yeah, smack him with a VP.
Yeah. Fucking get the tinnies out. Break him with some of those.
So, alright, then he drags this alien in his parachute.
Yeah, he drags the alien. I mean, he starts it there. And then we segue to Area 51 and they're showing everyone all the cool shit.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, look, we got the ship from the 50s.
Everyone freaks out and he's like, you've been holding on to it all this time. And they pull out the lead scientist and he's,
stereotypical nerd.
Well, yes and no.
They don't let me out much. Well, I can see why.
Yeah. To be honest, he was like the cross between like your classic nerd type scientist and a massive fucking hippie.
Is that just the long hair though?
No. It was like the long hair and that kind of like laid, the bit where he's just like, you're starting to make us look really bad. Like he's just like low key, kind of laughing about everything. Maybe he's high all the time. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, the styling of the scientist was like that kind of old school, like the glasses were like the big, thick.
Yeah, they're like bottle glasses.
Bottle glasses. Okay, yeah. He was wearing bottle glasses, had long grey hair, bit of an airhead. He just didn't seem like now what you would expect in a scientist in one of those movies. Like, oh, you work in Area 51? Like maybe that guy's a bit of an asshole. And he's just like, you're interfering with my research. Yeah, you expect that guy. Not like the... yeah, we've been rebuilding this thing since the 60s. We don't really know much about it. The doohickeys have been lighting up since the ship got here. That's been really fun. Like that's the sort of scientist we saw in this film.
And then Jeff Goldblum turns up and he's like, oh, look, this is a ship, and if I hack it, I can shoot at it.
Yeah, I'm going to hack it. We're jumping. Anyway, Will Smith turns up eventually at the...
Area 51.
At the Area 51.
Because the caravan full of people I don't like.
Yeah.
Picks him up. They take him in there.
It's a whole fucking caravan city. What do you reckon? There were probably 150-ish caravans full of people just like rolling into Area 51.
Yeah, sure. And then the guy's like, oi, Will Smith, you're not coming in. And Will Smith says, look at this alien. And the guy goes, oh, do whatever you want.
Yeah, everyone come in. Straight through. And
now can we get to the bit where Jeff Goldblum gets someone to fire at the ship?
Yep.
Alright, so he hacks the ship, he fires at a Coke can. That's that sweet endorsement money. By the way, drink of the week, Coca-Cola Ginger.
If we hack it, we can shoot it.
Yeah. And so they figure out this master plan. They're going to go hack this mothership so they can shoot at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to use the ship that they've had for the past 40 years. And they're going to fly that up into the mothership, hack it, implant a virus, and then basically... shoot a 30-second time-delayed ICBM missile type thing.
Because they previously tried nukes and they just didn't work. So this is all they have. They have to rely on this stupid plan.
Well, the plan is like one of those classic ones that there's like, oh man, we've got such a little tiny window, but we can do it with that can-do American spirit. And, just talking...
Japanese spirit. And
Japanese spirit, yeah. The
British
Australian spirit of the hawk.
Look, the Australians weren't in this. There was a 2-second clip of it being done.
We got Sydney being crashed with a
the
ship.
Australians were drunk. I'm sure New Zealanders came in and actually did the work for us. I'm sure. We were busy.
Get out.
No, we were busy on
Get
the
out.
grog. So, they get in the ship.
They get in the ship. They learn to fly it. They fuck up reversing it, and then they take off. There's a bit of that in-flight shenaniganry going on.
Sure, but they fly into this thing pretty quickly. It docks in.
Yeah, they just
and
kind of get right in.
he hacks the alien mainframe. I said this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna. I don't know why I thought it was gonna make more sense. What is this? How? How, Josh?
What do you mean?
Radio signals? And there's code. How are they accepting this? How is a radio transmitter set up to convert code into a virus that can, like...
These are things I wish to know as well.
Who is implementing the TCP/IP that allows these aliens to receive packets that would contain the virus? Have they kidnapped a network engineer and they're like, you know what would be really cool? Let's just implement all this into our mothership. How are they receiving this virus? It's an alien movie. No one cares, Cameron. All right, move on. So
The point is, they got their MS-DOS lined up. Okay, that's what they got going on.
this ending is so garbage.
Yeah, look, it's a little bit bogus. I like to think though that there was a really irate like alien mothership dock worker who was just like, not again.
You should have paid for the firewall.
I've been telling him for months. Look, I think
See, what happened is the aliens trusted McAfee, and that was their downfall, right?
they didn't have no Avast installed.
That guy who got abducted by aliens 10 years ago, his entire family was worthless. Get him out of the movie. That's 20 minutes of my life I want back.
Are you sure? I mean, it's a good little bit.
Is it though?
Oh, yeah, look, probably not. But,
They live in a trailer, the kid's like, I don't want my medicine.
yeah, that scene was a bit interesting. He just kind of smacked it out of his hands. He's like, fuck my life-saving medicine.
Yeah, he's angry, he's sick of it, he's a kid, he's impulsive, whatever. I don't care about his family. And at the end, his self-sacrifice, right? He was already gonna die. He was within the radius. That's not a sacrifice.
They went up into the mothership, and that was the one that blew up. So,
Hold on, no, two of them blew up, right? The one guy who flew into it, that one blew up.
sure, yep,
And then the mothership also blew up.
yep.
They all blew up.
Everything blew up.
That's why they're all crashed. They all look identical while crashed, by the way.
They do,
They used
yeah.
the one thing, and they just composited. Like, oh, here's Sydney.
Yeah.
Here's Egypt.
All with the same model.
Yeah.
Yeah. I swear it's like just a way of keeping things cheap for the effects team. They just went, yeah, so what our plan is we'll give you a few different models. And they went, whoa, hold on. What do you mean No, we just want the one. Just one crash angle.
And the guy ran it past them, and they're like, look, here's a day's work. I got another 3 to go. And they went, you what? Have you seen our budget, son?
So, I mean, aside from that, like, what did you think?
It was okay. Will Smith carried that movie.
Oh, Will Smith carried it.
Yeah.
You don't give props to Jeff?
Nah, his character's lazy. I don't like how they do the whole, like, you join him, he's there playing chess, and he's like, oh, checkmate. I'm so smart. I'm thinking ahead of you all. That is such a lazy character-defining trait. Come on.
I think that was sort of shared criticism. Like, just looking at a couple of reviews, that was kind of the thing, is that they were like, look, the character development's a bit thin.
I mean, clearly, it's not a movie about aliens. It's a movie about families and how they deal with aliens.
Sure.
I didn't like a bunch of the families.
So that didn't help you at all.
No, the aliens were cool. I really, the scene where the guy...
You're like, I really fuck with the aliens' plight.
Well, yeah, no, if these are the best people they have, let the aliens win.
Sure.
The one scene with the guy who had the tentacle around his neck, that was really cool.
Yeah.
I wanted the aliens to do more. They didn't do anything.
Dr. Oaken.
Sure.
Yeah. And it's something I forgot, having like the first time I watched it being a long time ago on VHS. Something that you kind of forget but relearn as you watch it is that the scenes are kind of disjointed. It's just a whole bunch of things happening in a way that there's almost a few different endings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like...
Well, that's kind of like you kept looking at it and you were like, how much longer is left of this thing? I need to know.
Alright, the guy with the vocal fry.
Vocal fry. Oh,
the annoying guy.
Yeah, okay. So yeah,
whose mother is in
Jeff
Atlanta.
Goldblum's character works at a TV station, and his I guess boss, we can say.
His voice is so annoying. I was really happy when he died.
Well, we didn't see him die. Maybe he's still trucking along with his ma.
If he didn't die, this movie is a much bigger tragedy than I originally thought.
Cameron with the savage burns.
No, I did not like that guy's character at all. It's not, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think he often gets sort of typecast as that kind of like eccentric something, mama's boy.
David! It was that voice.
David! What do you mean? I gotta call my lawyer. I don't know. Yeah, we got to find out who that actor is, man.
There was a guy in the news. Over 10,000 fender benders.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Who counted that?
Oh, yeah, that's a good. It was probably the amount of calls they got.
They personally got 10,000 calls.
They personally,
saying,
no. I mean,
oh man, I ran into a car, and that happened.
Also, there's
10,000
aliens
times.
in the sky. Please help me.
There are a bunch of rear enders. Why? There were over 10,000.
Over 10,000. Yeah, the number. The number 10,000.
All right.
Yeah, look, I think the movie was worth it to see Jeff Goldblum, dock and hack you.
I could have seen that in a 2-minute clip though.
Yeah, that would have been pretty good.
All right, I think ideal version of this movie: get rid of the drunk Nam vet.
Oh, yep.
His entire family's gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Nam bit didn't actually play into it too much. It was about him being kidnapped by the aliens 10 years earlier, and then him just kind of like trying to redeem himself there. Because there are a whole bunch of like mini arcs in here. It was like that redemption thing where he's just like, I may have been butt stuffed by the aliens, but god damn it, I'm gonna kill them now. I'm gonna butt stuff them. That's basically what his arc was.
Those were some of the lamest see you off lines. Like,
yeah,
they had no punch.
Yeah. I thought that was one of those ones where like so many lines in this film where like if you got over like the cringe / cheesiness of them, you were just kind of like, like I feel kind of good, like little feel good, but you had to look over the massive amount of like America cringe.
I'm not angry. I watched this movie.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
I felt much better about my experience watching Aliens. I'm not gonna Alien. I have not yet seen Aliens.
Soon.
Oh please, after this, please.
No, that's a long one. We want to make the next one a little nice, short session. Yeah.
So
yeah, after watching Independence Day, like you want to have your final
USA.
Okay, we're stopping now. Okay.
Yeah, we're done. You missed it.
Yeah. What are your closing remarks upon watching Independence Day? Finally, do you feel more cultured or more uncultured?
I feel like I could have read a Wikipedia summary and watched the Welcome to Earth bit.
That's like all you had to know about this film. Just Will Smith punched an alien. Welcome to Earth.
It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
How about you? Did watching this again reignite fond feelings or?
Oh, look. Independence Day was one of like the earliest films that I watched on like videotape. We bought it at I think like a garage sale, like a milk crate full of VHS tapes that was on there. A bunch of other weird movies, and it did bring back a bit of nostalgia. And like there were those scenes where you've got like traditional kind of dude doing the sacrifice bit, flying into the alien weapon, saying some cheesy sign off line. But yeah, it's pretty meh.
Maybe I just have a cold robot heart, and what I need is for Jeff Goldblum to dock and hack me.
I think that's where we leave this film.
All right, that was Independence Day.
I don't know. I feel like I rate that a few tunic snack bars out of 10.
How about everyone holds up their phone to whatever they're listening this from, and I'll dock and I'll hack it, and my score will be on there. Your phone will be mine. Your phone will tell you.
Yeah, maybe we'll cause it to blow up, and
I'll try nuking it first. Okay. Thanks for listening to Uncultured. We'll be back at you next week with who knows what. It's a surprise. Josh knows this one.
Yeah, I'm deciding that everything's kind of a surprise when you haven't watched it before. But this one is an actual surprise. We're not going to tell him what he's going to watch ahead of time. I'm going to spring it on him as we're recording.
But I am in control of the snacks, so I've got one surprise up my sleeves.
The surprise is another shitty twisty.
Oh, please no.
All right. This has been Josh and Cameron.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Josh, and then you say and Cameron.
I was too late for that. You stole my thunder.
Oh, fuck. This has been Josh.
Nah, it's good.
Fuck.
I don't need my name anymore.